For those who didn't know me, I see a few new faces. So for those who didn't know me, my name is Sean Andrew. I'm from Australia, if you can't tell by my crazy accent. So before I did this, I was in another company. They weren't doing as well as this office. And then before that, I was a supervisor in Australia for a supermarket chain. So it's kind of like Waitrose or Sainsbury's or something like that, but it's called Woolworths over there. And it took me 4 years to get to a position where I was getting paid more than the person below me. And I was only getting paid like 50 cents, which is like 25 pence, like more than the person below me, but I was having like so much more responsibility than them. Had a team of about 3 people or whatever. And then I was also doing concreting, like I was a concrete labourer. And that's like a lot of hard work, and I wasn't earning that much either. You don't really earn much doing concreting, pushing wheelbarrows around. If anybody's ever done labouring or anything like that. So I worked with Caitlin, and a lot of you do know Caitlin. She was my boss at the time, and we pretty much decided that we didn't want this. We wanted to go somewhere, we wanted to be travelling and exploring, and so we decided to backpack. And so like for a whole year, we did nothing but just work, like 65 hours a week to save up as much money as we could. We ended up saving, I saved up like 17 grand, she saved up like 16 grand, which is crazy because she earned like a lot more than me every week. She just can't get off the online sites. She's always online shopping all the time. Obviously then we decided to backpack, and we backpacked through Southeast Asia for a month, and then we backpacked through Europe. We saw all the sites that we wanted to see, and then we kind of arrived in London. And I had like this big dream of London. I had this massive culture shock because it's so cold. So like you see the people walking around and they're so like, and everybody's dressed up in like 100 different like jumpers or whatever, which is something that I wasn't really used to, being from like one of the hottest climates in the world. But I remember the first day when I first came here, my excitement was like a lot high, like my impulse was high, and I remember me and Caitlin were on a bus, and we were coming through with our big backpacks. We're carrying like half of my weight on a backpack. And we're coming through on a bus, and I was looking at all these people in suits, and they had these briefcases and stuff like that. And I remember saying to Caitlin, I was like, I want a job where I can wear a suit and I can walk around London. That's not what I really meant by this. But I got what I wanted. That was all I wanted. But in saying that, if you had asked me in December what I wanted to do, I would have said anything, because I literally had no motivation to be anything better than what I am. But then I kind of came into this kind of industry, and it kind of changed me. It kind of changed what I wanted to do. And now I've got big dreams. I've got big, career aspirations and that sort of stuff. But I've said that. I was at another company. I saw Caitlin was doing a lot better than what we were doing. Like, at the last company, the highest that was done was 4, and I was doing 4s. And I was hiring people who had been there for months and months and months. So there was nothing really I could learn from them. And I saw that Caitlin and you guys were all doing like 7s and 8s. And that was like this unicorn that nobody had ever heard of. Like, 8? What is this, 6? Oh my god! But so I was like, no, I got to get on this kind of bandwagon, get involved. I want to do a lot better than what I'm doing, and so I did. And I came here, so I switched like my tie-dye shirts and my ponytail for like suit and tie and a nice haircut. Like, if you guys have seen me like 6 months ago, I was very hippie, alternative, like my stretches, my piercings, and my skinny jeans, and my tie-dye, and my necklaces, and my bracelets. I wanted to say, like, to do with this, like, my biggest struggle would have been starting everything from scratch in this company, because it was like I was taught all these things, but I was taught in a different way, and I was using them wrong. And when I came here, I had to learn everything from scratch, so I just deleted everything. I took in everything that I could from people like Fabian, people like Lou Mill, Clara Stell, Kieran even, Gia helped me out a bit, Lee, I just learned from everybody, And I definitely say the thing that really pushed me over the edge would be the road trip. And like, if anybody hasn't been on a road trip, go on a road trip, because it's intense. It's such a way to progress. And anybody that wants to progress needs to get on a road trip, just so that you can get that next step, that next edge on the person next to you. On the road trip, I actually got to speak with Jason. He's a managing director, and Rohan, who's also a managing director. Some of you have heard of him? Yeah. I know Kieran was there as well, so me and Kieran got to speak to Jason. But Jason was really incredible. Like, networking with these managing directors is actually like a really, really cool thing. Like Jason, like he says 2 words to you, and you're impacted. You're like, you don't know what to do. Like he really explained the momentum of this industry. Like he was like, just focus on the small actions you do every day, the little ones, just the little ones, and you'll add onto that snowball, and the snowball will start rolling, and you'll just add a little bit more of actions and actions and actions, and eventually you'll get all the way down to where you want to be, or up, but snowballs roll down. Yeah, no. I was going to speak to Rohan. Rohan's really incredible because he can really explain the industry to me really well. Like the business and where, like I heard all these names. Like you hear of Hector Montalvo and you hear of, can't think of any more at this point in time. But you hear all these names and you don't know where they go. But Rohan like really took the time with me and he really like explained where everybody fits and how everybody got to there. And like he really explained that you can really start, well, everybody knows that, you can really start from grassroots and make it all the way up. If you're not lazy and you put in the actions and you do that sort of stuff. Yeah, which I would say my biggest strength would be the networking side of this industry. I mean, it's really important to network. If you don't know something, you're not doing so well at something, find someone who is and work with them because obviously you can learn from them. Build relationships before you even need to ask them for something. So have a relationship with somebody, then when you get to that point where you need help from them, they're going to be more than happy to help. You can have that Dada base. Not database, database of knowledge from them that they can help you out with. And I would say I'm just going to say quickly what my goals are personally. Eventually I want to open up Australia. I know it's already got like 10 offices there already, but I want to just smash that. I want to be there in 2 years and I want to hit criteria by my birthday, management criteria, by my birthday in September. And I want to open up before the end of the year. And I'm going to make it happen. Yeah. So, yeah. And then I'm going to say thank you to a few people. First, I'd like to say thank you to Lube Mill. Like, Lube Mill, like, I'm really happy that you gave me the opportunity to come here. I mean, you didn't really have to, but I'm so glad to be in this office. What are you doing? You know, I really am. I'm really happy that I got to come here. Yeah. And I'm really happy for like the faith that you put in me. I remember like the suit that you bought me. That was a really big point for me where I felt like he really did care.
I see he wears it every day.
I wear it all the time. He like it just when the best thing about Lube Mill is it shows you that he cares.
It's not this one, but
yeah, it's not this one. He bought me a better suit. This one. I bought this one. Yeah, no, and yeah. I know when I hit management, I'm probably gonna frame the suit that you got me. I was very
wearing it.
Yeah. Preserving it. Preserving it. Yeah, I was actually got to stain on it. I've got to get that dry. You know, Claricel's not here, but I wanted to say thank you to Claricel because Claricel's like got, like I said, a database of knowledge. Like every conversation that you have with her is you learn something new, and like if anybody knows me, like knowledge is really important to me, and it's like it's worth more than gold to me. So I want to say thank you to Claricel because I've learned so much from her. I want to say thank you to Poppy over here, to Grandpa. If Caitlin's my mum, then here's my grandpa. So I call him Pops. So you know, Fabian like has really given me so much time, and he's really taken me under his wing. He gives me so like anything that I ask him, he just tells me. There's no second thought. He just helps me out all the time, and I'm really grateful to have Fabian. He's like this little attitude ninja. I call his smile. He has his smile, and like when you're on the field, he doesn't even have to say anything to you. He doesn't have to say nothing to you. He just has to do that cheeky little smile because he goes from a serious face to a smile. Is that cheeky little smile? It's so contagious and just attitude ninjas you out of whatever situation you're in. So thank you so much, Pops. I actually want to say thank you to Kieran as well because Kieran's been like a little bit of a running buddy with me. Like I know he's ahead of me a lot, but he's really helped me out. Like we bounce off each other's energy. I mean, the energy he brings to the table. I mean, I bring energy, but he brings energy. He is 100% all the time, and yeah, I'm really grateful for you. Thank you. Yeah, and I want to say Lee's not here either, but Lee did help me a lot. Lee was really good because like I remember I had to ask her a couple of times during the first week I was here in the office. Was there anything that I needed to improve on? Was there anything that I needed to prove? How does this work? How does this work? And she just again, knowledge is worth more than gold to me, and she helped me out a lot. So I want to say thank you to her. And lastly, I know I've got to say thank you to Caitlin I don't want to, but I got to. No, we usually like refrain from saying nice things about each other, but I'll break the rules once. we have a bit of a rule, like, you gotta be mean to each other just so that we know you're being serious all the time. But yeah, no, I do want to say thank you to Caitlin because, like, since I've known Caitlin, we've been, like, you guys will probably know, we've known each other for like 2 years, but it's been 24/7 for 2 years. But it's literally been, I've not spent like an hour apart from her for like 4 months before she started here. And that was the first time we were separated. And then before that it was 23/7 because we worked together, we lived together, all that sort of stuff. So it's really good to have a friend like that I can just bounce off all the time. We really like think in sync all the time. And it's really good because she drives you and she pushes you. And I'm very grateful for that. I don't think I would be the person I am today without Caitlin. And I hate to say it, but I really do think that. Because it's been an amazing friendship, and yeah, that's what I'm saying about that. And I also want to thank everybody in the office because, like, I know I didn't say everybody's name, but the people that I didn't say his name still helped me out a lot because you all impact and you all influence, and it's so amazing. I've learned so much from everybody, and I'm so grateful. So thank you.
Yay!